Hello, welcome back to my garden. I'm still not feeling 100%, so I'm not going to be doing any projects with you guys today. I do have a ton of stuff that I want to get done. I did, over the past week or so, manage to get a little bit of weeding done throughout the garden, but I still really have to tackle the flower garden, and the rose garden is getting particularly bad. But as I just mentioned a second ago, I still haven't gotten done a lot of different projects done throughout the garden that I've been wanting to get done because I've been under the weather. But I do want to show you some of the things that are going on here around the garden. But before we get to that, I just want to remind you guys of the Epic Gardening Labor Day sale, which goes to September 8th. If you use my link, which I'll try to put up on the screen here, plus it'll also be in the description below, you can save yourself an additional 5% off whatever it is they've got on sale. So if they've got something for 35% off and you use my link, that's 40% off. If they've got something for 25% that you want, use my link, that's 30% off. You guys get the point. I'm not going to sit there and try to hard sell you. But if you do go and use my link, I do make a small commission off of that sale at no cost to you guys. So zero cost to you guys, and I do make a small commission off of that. That sun just seems to be really bright today. It is actually pretty cool out, average-wise. It's probably a bit cooler than it should be right now, but that's because of some sort of weather phenomenon where the whole East Coast and the sort of the Northeast is all very coolish, below average temperatures. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent here. The other thing I wanted to mention is my posts page on my YouTube home channel. I had one of you mentioned in the comments once before about how do I get there, or what's this post page I talk about. If you go over to youtube.com, if you go over to my home page, then you should see up top a series of links. The last tab or link is posts, and if you click on that, it takes you to a whole different page where then I have just channel updates where, how do you say, if I'm not going to be posting a video or something behind the scenes, or quizzes and polls that I often do on there, asking you if you know the origins of zinnias, or who introduced zinnias to Europe, or the history of what state grows the most sunflowers, those kind of things. And then I may ask you how your garden is doing, how much rain have you gotten, so on and so forth. You scroll down through all of that. There are some, I think, some great posts in there. And there's some of you have left comments, which is really awesome. Thank you very much for all that. Also, seeing as we're saying thank you to all the new subscribers. This channel has actually picked up a couple of subscribers over the last week or so, so thank you very much. Hopefully, as I recover, then we'll get into some more interesting things. As I said, there's a bunch of different things that I want to be doing. There's actually two fairly large projects that I want to try to get done this year before I start the potting shed, which hopefully will be starting in December. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Maybe I'll start a little earlier, maybe a little later, but I think December I'll be starting the potting shed. So keep an eye out for that. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Click that bell icon to be notified when I do post a new video. You hear a lot of YouTubers maybe saying this, or maybe some YouTubers don't say this, and I've even seen YouTube channels that talk about how to make your channel more successful, saying, oh, subscribers isn't a thing anymore. Don't ask for subscribers. Well, I'm asking you to subscribe. So it's sort of like bookmarking a page that you can always come back to. And I ask you to click the bell icon. This way you do get notified when I do post a new video, because you may be subscribed to, I don't know, 50 YouTube channels, maybe 100 YouTube channels, I don't know. And in your feed, as you're looking through all your subscriptions, you may miss my video. And maybe I'm doing something that you might be interested in. So if you hit the bell icon, you get a little notification saying, hey, Growing Green Fingers posted up a new video. You should go check it out. And then you may want to check it out if it, again, is something that interests you. So go ahead, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Like I said, it's like a bookmark for you guys. It's more relevant for you than it is for me so far as YouTube algorithm is concerned. YouTube algorithm cares more about watch time and likes and that kind of thing versus subscribers. Again, it's more for you guys, so if you hit that subscribe button, at least then it's like bookmarking my channel, and it'll always pop up in your feed. Now let's take a quick look at some of the things that are happening here around the garden. Well, I hope you guys like that. And as I said, thank you for all the new subscribers. Please subscribe. And with all that being said, hopefully there's something more interesting going on in the next video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.